a lot of you did not like my best build in NBA 2K21 video because of the reason that it didn't really have a lot of badges. And you know what? You're not wrong. So you want badges? I got you with badges. I found the build with the most badges possible already in NBA 2K21. I literally spent the whole morning go build by build by build on each position to find which build had the most badges possible. Now I went on YouTube and I was like, okay, who has the most badges in a build video? iPod King Carter had a 65 badge build video, and then like 50 channels copied his video. But I made it a mission. I was like, okay, I'm gonna find the 66 badge build. And I destroyed it. I killed it. I found a 68 badge build. That is the most badges in a build ever in 2K history. So what I want to do is show you guys that build right now. But the build sucks. What? Before this video starts, so be an OG. Join the pack and subscribe. Also, new logo check. Look at this, man. This is gonna be the new logo from now on for the next generation, and I'm gonna be working on these intros, outros, all this new stuff for it. I'm excited about it. Let me know in the comments below if you like it too. Okay, so I'm already in the build maker itself. So first things first, name yourself whatever you want. You have to make this build a center. Now the reason why you have to be a center is that there's other builds that can get a lot of badges, but for some reason the only position that was getting those kind of badges was the center position. Handed, it doesn't matter. I always go left because I'm a lefty. And then jersey number, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go 19 because that is my number. Okay, so here comes the pie chart. So there's a lot of pie charts that have good badges and a lot of badges, but the one for some reason that has the most is the primary shooting pie chart with secondary finishing pie chart. Not the 50-50 shooting finishing, the one that has more focus shooting and the secondary finishing. Okay, so that's pie chart you have to use for this. Now you have to specifically use strength and speed, or I guess strength and agility pie chart for physical profile. You have to use this one because if you don't, you'll get a little less badges than you're supposed to. Okay, so I know that that's not the best pie chart because you always want to use the speed one, but you have to use the speed and strength. Okay, so you're going to max out your finishing, everything, all your attributes, just max it out. You're also going to max out all your shooting badges, obviously, because you already get 23 and 27 shooting. And then I was trying to figure out which one's going to give you more, playmaking or defense. And playmaking costs less attribute points, so you still end up getting 17 playmaking badges as well. I know that's not very helpful as a center, but hey, maybe you can do some post-up stuff, I don't know. So you already have all these great post-up attributes, you have solid shooting, and you have good playmaking, at least in the post, and you have good passing. Your ball handle sucks, but still. And then you end up with the rest. You cannot get any badges besides one in defense, which sucks. You can pick whatever you want. I think rebounding is pretty important, and then I guess you could just do interior defense as much as you can and deal with it. Hopefully that's what I'm going to do. I know that's not great, but I mean, this isn't about making a good build. This is about making the build that has the most badges possible. So pulling out the nifty calculator, or I can just do it in my head. What am I saying? That's 50 badges combining the finishing and shooting plus the 17. So that's 67 badges plus the 1. That is 68 badges in total. I can do math. But that's great. Look, that's fine. I know the defense sucks for this build, but that's not the point. The point is to be able to have a crazy badge build. And this is the one that, like, that's a lot of badges, bro. That's almost 30 on both, and then a bunch of playmaking, but your defense sucks. Now for body type, as you already know, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do built because why not? So this one is up to you now, because here's the thing, in my opinion, this build sucks. Like, it's terrible. You don't want to use this build because if you make them tall, your shooting sucks, and this year shooting is not easy at all. So having a 65-3 is really bad. Now you could all disagree with me, and it's gonna get worse because we're gonna have max wingspan if you make him 7'3". But your post-up game and your perimeter and your post defense gets a lot better. You make him 7'3", you make him a little lighter, and then maybe do some max wingspan, and all of a sudden you have a crazy standing dunk. You have great post moves, like ridiculous post moves, and you can rebound. You're just slow, but you're still kind of strong. So I mean, that's not the worst way to make this build. You can also make him as fat or thick, as possible. I mean, you can make him big thick. Look at that. Boom. But look at the weight difference. I didn't know they added that. Doom, he's chunky. Okay, you make him as big as possible. Crazy wingspan. He have crazy strength. Great dunks in the post. And good enough rebounding, but you suck at shooting. And you have no ball handle at all, but you suck at shooting. And I mean, that's the whole point of this build, is to be able to shoot. Even with the badges, you're not gonna be able to shoot. So let's back up a little bit. There's other ways to make this build. I thought this build, or this version of the build, wasn't that bad. 6'11", 61 speed. You still have 65 driving dunk. You can still shoot decently well. You can make him even skinnier, make him even faster with a 70 speed almost, and then a wingspan longer to be a better defender and better dunker, or you could have a shorter wingspan and better shooter, kind of depending on what you want to do with this build. You still won't be able to rebound or play defense, but I mean, this is basically an offensive center, so that's what really matters about it. That's kind of your call here, or you can just do it straight up in the middle. You can get the pro dunks almost if you get the 96 overall, and you also get a 73-pointer when you come 96 overall with max wingspan, and then you can still get good rebounds. You have great post offense, so I mean, I don't know if post offense is gonna work this year, but you're gonna have good post offense. So there's that. I mean, that's not terrible. But the other version of this build is making him as short as possible, 6'9". You have great driving dunk, or at least solid driving dunk. You have good layups. You can do standing dunks. You can shoot way better. You actually have a little bit of ball handle, and your perimeter defense goes up even though it's terrible. And then you can make him skinny. So you have a 72 speed as a center, so centers won't be able to really like catch up with you. And then you make a short wingspan. You can dribble a little better and shoot a little better, but your dunks go down, or you can max the wingspan out. So there's variations to do this build. There is. If I had to pick one way to do it, if I was gonna use this build how it is now, I would make him 6'11". I'd probably drop him to the lowest weight, and then maybe max wingspan so I can kind of have nice dunks. I would have a 70 dunk when I become 96 overall, obviously, and then I can still rebound kinda, and I'm a faster center than those people, so you kind of like, this is like a hand-me-down rebounding wing, basically. Like, it has better post offense essentially, and there's no real defense, but you can kind of rebound with that one badge and hope and pray. This is more of a scoring center. I wouldn't call this build good at all though. I really wouldn't. I would never ever choose to have this build. There you go. When it comes to takeover, it kind of depends on how you're gonna play. You're gonna have better post scoring, but sharpshooting has always been a good takeover, and if you can actually hit your shots with a 73, then hey, I mean, why not? So what is this build even called? I don't even know what this build's called, by the way. A back to basket big. Ew, that's kind of gross actually. Not a fan. But let's check it out though. Let's give it a chance. Okay, let's relax. Maybe I should have made him taller, but let's practice with a 99 rating quickly just to see a little bit if you can even do anything. I mean, you get 23 finishing badges. That's crazy, dude. Dude, what do you? Pro touch is solid. Deep hooks, why not? Back down Punisher, Hall of Fame. Oh, I can't even do Hall of Fame. I guess you could do drop stepper and fancy footwork. Slither finisher too while we're at it. Lob City finisher. You could do, I mean, contact finisher gold. Maybe even consistent finisher bronze. Acrobat bronze while we're at it. And then I don't even know what else. I guess like, I don't know what else would you really, I guess like relentless finisher. And look at that, you almost have like every badge in the game. That's kind of wild. And then you're shooting, you could literally just go bronze everything. Like if you really wanted to, and then you would still have 10 upgrades left over.
Damn,
that's
son.
Crazy. With a center, look at all that. That's insane. And then look, can shoot silver, Deadeye silver, Green Machine silver, Hot Zone Hunter silver, why not Range Extender silver, Volume Shooter silver, and then you still have extra. So let's just make them gold. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, you can literally do anything you want with this amount of shooting badges. And then imagine if you get it on Legend, which might not happen, but imagine if you ever got this on Legend, you can get like gold everything almost. That's crazy. Let's just do that. Let's give a steady shooter while we're at it. Why not? Oh, you do Hall of Fame? Word? Okay, let's remove steady shooter then. Boom, 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 boom. That's crazy, dude. I guess like corner specialist while we're at it, and like flexible release because shooting is way harder than I thought this year. That's a terrible badge. What am I saying? Steady shooter, why not? You maybe hit some shots in their faces. Who knows, dude? This is a crazy build when it comes to shooting. Like you could literally green in people's faces, maybe. Who knows? But that's a lot of Hall of Fame badges. That's a lot of Hall of Fame badges. That's kind of crazy. And then you have 17 playmaking badges. I mean, bailout. Why not? Dream Shake, why not? Flashy Passer, Lob City Passer, Unpluckable Gold. We can do Quick First Step and put Post Spin Technician. And then, I don't even know, why don't we just do remove Flashy Passer, put Post Spin on Gold maybe? And this is a pretty crazy amount of badges just for a center. I'm actually surprised how, like, look at this. This is insane. I know that the attributes aren't great, but that's actually crazy. And then this is terrible. I don't even know. Box. I'll just do rebound chaser, but it sucks at rebounding. And choose a jump shot. Well, I've been practicing with Kawhi. Do they have Kawhi? Is that even a jump shot in this game? And they have a lot of jump shots you can practice with. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, I've seen enough with this build. So I guess you can shoot as long as you learn how to green, or if it's wide open and you do at least decent timing. So you can shoot with the build. You can score in the post pretty well. It's just the defense that, like, I literally couldn't stop AI. Imagine how it's going to be against actual players. So that's pretty rough. But what do you guys think? I mean, this is the most badges in the game for one build. Does that make it good or not? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.